No way. No way.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, actually I should be saying welcome to myself. But anyways, guys, it's been a minute. It's been a year. We're gonna unpack everything. Shout out to you guys for still supporting me even when I haven't been posting, but it's a new day. It's gonna be a new year, so might as well start. Without further ado, let's get into it. So how I'm going to be unpacking this video is because it is mind, body and soul. I will be unpacking mentally, physically, emotionally and spiritually. Okay. Keeping it in the theme of my YouTube channel, and yeah, I guess I shall start from the beginning. Okay, so last year, which is 2021, so last year December is basically when I stopped recording, and that is because I was going through a tough time in school, college, a lot of stress, so all my focus needed to go there. I had no room for like extra stuff. And good news, I graduated. I graduated, guys, marketing and business management degree. Yes. But during that time when I was so stressed, I missed my period. I went crazy. Because like these adults, they told me don't be stressing, it will come. And I'm like, I am the number one overthinker. You can't be telling me not to stress because now I'm stressing. That is not here. So some way we need to talk about it. So I waited a month, like maybe December, January, and then I went to the doctor and I was like, listen, this is the situation. So after that, she was like, I'll be fine. It's the stress. But then she put me on a pill, right? I don't know the name. I'll probably put the picture up here somewhere between these spaces for you guys to see the brand. So anyways, it did not work for me. So I missed my period for 3 months. And then 3 months after, when I started on the pill, I bled for 3 months straight. Like, ladies, I'm talking about a day, every day. And I was like, this is not normal. So after that happened, I was put on another contraceptive, Triphasal. You guys can't really see the name because it has this click sticker. Okay, there we go. Triphasal. I was put on Triphasal, which I'm still on, and it actually is really working and helping. But while I was on Triphasal, I had to go to see a gynecologist that's on the Park Hospital. It wasn't that bad. It was my first time. I went for a pap smear and ovary checks and all those, standard procedures. And then after that, she sent me for blood tests. This is where I became so tired, because she sent me for blood tests and my GP sent me for blood tests. So I was being tested for cancer cells, for glucose, for diabetes, for, I can't even remember, but like a lot of things. The first time I went, they tested I think they took 3 samples, and the second time they took 5 samples, 5 samples around about there. So it's just really draining. It was really draining for me, but the results came back okay. I have a checkup in December next month. But yes, it has been hectic. For my ladies who know what it's like to be on the pill, it's draining. And for those who don't know, it's draining. um, Side effects are hectic: depression, weight gain. Your hormones are just like all over the place. You're basically having PMS without the period every day until the period comes. But I swear to stick by this until I'm ready to be off it, because it has actually regulated my period quite a lot. It is very strong. So for those of you who are not into side effects, don't do it. But I would strongly recommend try Favorite. Okay, fine. Everything is cool. Period is on track. Something else hits me. So when I was at the gynecologist, she had noticed that my blood pressure was very high. So she thought like she said maybe it's just the nerves, but I should have it checked out. So I waited, and then eventually I wanted to check it out because I went to go donate blood, and then they also said your BP is quite high. Guys, okay, fine. I go to the doctor. My BP was extremely high. It was like in the 150s, and so I had to be put on medication. This one, yeah. M.I.A. How do I say this word? Amlodipine. Yeah, amlodipine. Yes. So I was put on that, and it made me extremely tired. I had no energy to do anything, guys. I was exhausted. Like, I would wake up tired, and it was very frustrating because, like, obviously, like, I'm quite a busy person in terms of like getting my things done in the house. Chores and stuff became very difficult. Like, I became very, very slow. To this day, even like when we go to the mall, go to the shops, like, my family knows I'm not that fast. You have to chill with me. And I think what's frustrating is that it's not by choice. Like, I'm not walking slow or feeling exhausted by choice. It's because of the state that my body is in and how it's just not cooperating with me. So yes, fast forward, go for a checkup, and then okay, it's still high, 140s, but it still needs to come down because my doctor had said that it needs to be in the 130s, less than 130, because that is the proper range for people my age and less. Well, 40 and less. So then I was put on another tablet to improve it even more. I don't know if you guys can see the name, Redeo, guys. Let's see. There we go. So I was put on this two on top of this. So these two are my life. So it's helping. I'm getting there each day, building up the strength to really, do my things, so this one, side effects: gives me swollen feet, makes me extremely tired. So I had to say goodbye to like heels and stuff because it's just, I can't be in them for too long. And then this one makes me urinate a lot. I just be chilling and I need to go to the toilet. So that has become my life. I am officially a chronic medication person. So yeah, guys, that is it in terms of my health. I also had to go on these. I would 100% recommend these for your skin, for those who are on contraceptive, those who are dealing with like hormones and stuff. When the acne starts showing, this will be your best friend. And so, because of my BP, there are quite a list of foods that I also cannot have, which has also been very difficult. So, like, the number one contributor to high blood pressure, is salt, which has been difficult because salt is in everything. So, yeah, salt, like processed meats, which is basically like your Russians, Viennas, bacon. Yeah, it's quite a list. It just has been difficult because, like I said, salt is in everything. So I've had to limit on a lot of things, which some things haven't been so difficult because I don't have them all the time. I think feta is also one of them, feta cheese. And I love feta, but it's not something we have regularly. So I think maybe just like when it comes to salt, because we put salt in food, salt comes in everything. My mom was telling me about saltless salt. I was like, stop playing. But apparently it is a real thing, so maybe that might be the route to go. But like just everything, like even chips, I can't even have too much because it could get hectic. So there's a lot of things really that I've just had to like, not to say that I was like overindulging, but some of them it's like I know like there's no compromise to it. So I think with the salt, it's just now I've become one of those people that have to check the ingredients and look up names and think twice before I eat. So yes. So I've also been drinking hibiscus tea with cinnamon and honey. It's supposed to help, so we shall see. My next checkup, like I said, is in December, so we shall see. But yeah, guys, saltless salt, like imagine. Okay, so now we're going to tackle the most difficult part for me to really talk about, which is mentally. So mentally, I don't know how to put it for you guys. Mentally, it has been challenging because it's just so frustrating. I've been very frustrated, have a lot of anger with everything that's like just happening around me and everything that is happening to me. So mentally, I have good days and I have bad days. Sometimes I just don't want to do anything, and then other times, I just like want to be the most productive person in the house. So mentally, it's still how can I say, it's still progressing. We're still getting there. I recently started journaling. Yeah, I recently started journaling. I'm not one to really speak about my emotions. I am a very expressive person, but when it comes to my emotions, especially like when I'm feeling something other than happy, just don't ask me about it because I don't really know how to communicate those feelings. But I recently started journaling, and I really do hope that it helps me. Yeah, there is always hope. Look closer. So I really hope it helps. It was my first time really writing down, really just trying to understand how my mental state is and how I can improve it. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of reading also. Okay, the book is not here, but I've been reading a book. Shout out to my friend Zeni, she gave it to me. It's about rejection and how to really just adapt, accept, and overcome. So yeah, mentally, I'm just trying to keep above the water, if I can put it that way. Even now, just talking about it, guys, like it's done. That's the end of the mental, the mental segments. Every day is a new day to improve. So I think when it comes to the emotional part, it really goes hand in hand, like with everything, and more specifically with the mental side of things. Emotionally, um, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place, but with everything that I feel, with everything that I'm going through, I still don't fall short in terms of showing people love and showing them support and being there for them the same way they are there for me. I've learned now, because I am the kind of person who gets along with most people, but I've learned also, like, to reciprocate the same kind of energy they give you, but also not to lose yourself, because if somebody doesn't speak to me and then I choose not to speak to them, that kind of affects who I am, because I'm not a tit for tat kind of person. I would still probably check up on that person. So I've really been trying to reciprocate the energy and not lose myself in it. So emotionally, I'm learning to cry. I don't really cry. I'm not a crier. I hate crying. Like I said, anything other than happiness. But I'm learning to just, not bottle things up, because that's like another route to do distraction. So just sitting and listening to my emotions and how I really felt, and and not contradicting myself or apologizing for like how I felt or how I am feeling. And honestly, just learning to be honest with the people around me, because if I'm not honest with them, I'm really lying to myself. And if I'm not honest with myself, I'm lying to them. So, yeah, emotionally, one day at a time. I really try and not be discouraged. I would like to think that I'm quite a positive person, because once you get sucked into that negative world, it's very difficult to come out. So, yeah, I really, really do try. And hopefully, hopefully, I will one day find happiness and peace. So, physically, what have I done? Emotionally, physically, okay, physically. Physically, I'm okay. Physically, I'm fine. It's just all these like side effects from all the medication that I'm on. I don't know if like I could decide one day to just stop taking all my medication and see if that will have a change in terms of my physical appearance and my physical being, but it may also just stay the same, because the contraceptive makes me gain weight, and then the BP medication makes me slow, and then everything is just effort, and it's just a lot of work. But I have truly learned, I can fully say that I have truly learned to love myself outwardly. I can say that I do still have flaws. I still have the things that I'm uncomfortable with, but I'm that girl. When I get dressed, when I put on an outfit, when I'm alone, I'm that girl. And I'll keep on telling myself that you are that girl, because nobody else can give you confidence and love the way you do or can do for yourself. And that's the point that I'm at right now physically. I really don't care about people's comments and their like fat shaming, those type of things. Like, honestly, if that's your opinion, then that's your opinion, and please keep it to yourself. Unless it's constructive criticism. But like, if you don't know how to approach me, if you don't know how to speak to me, if you just want to be negative, I ain't got time for that. Nope, nope, mean, spiritually, I would like to say that I am in a growing place. I am growing stronger and stronger each day spiritually. It has been quite the journey trying to find my feet within my spirituality. But every day I'm growing, and it's quite amazing because within that I find myself every day. So, and I define myself also every day. I get to see what are my boundaries, what do I believe in, what do I think is just wrong, you know. So spiritually I'm growing. I started reading the Bible more, and it's quite an interesting journey, just being one with yourself and understanding which direction you need to go to. Prayer helps a lot as well. That's like my number one soldier behind me is prayer. So that department, the growing phase, each day I'm learning. You're never too old to learn. So each day I'm understanding, learning, encouraging, wisdom. So yes, my encouragement for people would be to really understand what you believe in this world. The higher powers is to really understand the decisions you make and why you've chosen those paths. So yeah, spirituality is something also very deep. So I don't play around when it comes to that. So growing every day, guys. Growing every day. Can't tell me nothing. Can't come at me different. I am not a closed-minded person though. Like if somebody were to have an opinion about my spirituality, about my Christian life, I'd be open to listen. But obviously, like it's not really gonna change how I am and where I find myself personally within my my spirituality. So yeah. So like my words of wisdom for everybody would be to take the time you need. Listen to your body, because once your body is not okay, once your body starts fighting against you, then you really can't do much. So my words of wisdom would be like, do as much as you can to avoid crippling your body further than what it's already letting you know something is not right. And take the break. The reason why I took so long to take the break is because I was like, nah, I can make it, I can push through. And then my body was like, okay, don't want to listen, let's give you some health issues. So that would be my advice to everybody. It's just to there's nothing wrong with putting yourself first, because once you are not okay, then how do you expect everything else around you to be okay? How do you expect to function? You won't be doing it wholeheartedly. So yes, guys, take the break. Okay, take the break. Yeah.
No way.